There is a belief held sincerely by people who consider themselves spiritually advanced. It goes like this: before you were born, before you had a body, before you had a single neuron capable of forming a thought, your soul chose this. You chose your parents. You chose your suffering. You signed a contract in a dimension you cannot access, in a language you cannot speak, with a version of yourself that does not exist in any form you can verify. And therefore, this is your fault. Let me prosecute that.
A contract requires two conscious parties who understand the terms and can refuse. Where was the refusal clause in your soul contract? At what point did your soul have the option to review the terms and walk away? You cannot consent to terms you cannot read. You cannot sign without the capacity to refuse. A contract with no exit is not a contract.
It is a sentence.
Notice who benefits from the soul contract theory, not you. Never you. The parents benefit because if you choose them, they owe you nothing. Your suffering was your idea. You asked for this. The state benefits because if you choose this life, your chains are self-imposed. Your oppression is your curriculum. You selected this course. Every person who has ever used your suffering against you benefits from you believing. You asked for it, notice that.
Notice it carefully.
This is the cruelest inversion in the history of human thought. Every other system of oppression admits it is doing something to you. The soul contract theory goes further. It says you did it to yourself. The parent bears no moral weight because you choose them. The state bears no moral weight because you choose this life. This doesn't just excuse the perpetrator, it makes the victim the architect of their own victimhood. There is no accountability left for anyone but you,
and you don't even get to remember signing.
The soul contract theory takes the one thing everyone agrees you never had a choice about being born, and relocates that choice to a dimension that cannot be examined, a moment that cannot be remembered, a self that cannot be questioned. It is the parent saying you wanted this, with the universe as cosigner. It is the state saying you chose your chains with God as the notary. And if you are suffering, the soul contract has an answer.
You chose this for your growth, not their accountability, not the system's failure, your growth. That is not spiritual truth. That is gaslighting with a chakra attached.
You did not choose your parents. You did not choose to be born into a system designed to extract from you.
No version of you existed to make that choice. No contract was signed. You arrived involuntary, unconsenting, and the world said, welcome. You owe us. The soul contract is the oldest con in the universe, the one that makes you responsible for everything that was done to you.